My God.
La muerte roja.
Damn, they really got him with that. They ate him up.
It was mostly the bottom one. I was
Yeah. It's funny that they put that on the bottom.
Yeah. I see what you did there, Atlas.
Viral mother. Okay, non-binary. I think he's a non-binary king.
Okay then.
Listen, they covered both parents.
Oh my God! Shut up. Okay.
Sorry, the margarita's already hitting.
Someone's coming into this game, and then we're talking about we're talking about Big Daddy Thrax from Osmosis Jones.
Okay, I want to point out I was not the one who said it out loud.
Someone has to post that. I can't. I'm watching an ad.
And they said it with their whole chest.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cat is practically begging to enter my room because I opened a window, and for some reason he loves looking outside. He's very wistful.
Me too.
Well, are you gonna have a cat cam? Cat cam.
I could have cat cam for the stream, but I don't want to.
Wow.
Valid.
I'm glad the fearful leader thing has even infected Dust now.
Yeah, true.
Yo, it's not at all on topic for this campaign, but I just got new Ridian art, and it's so good.
Damn, how you rolled 2 27s in a row on a D100? That's crazy.
Did I do it again?
Me
Another 27.
I did. There's and then me and as Hunter just did 78 in a row.
78s right in a row.
A lot of sevens.
Alright. Let me get some better action music. I don't think
okay,
we're
y'all.
have any combat, but we might.
Do you guys put ketchup on your mac and cheese?
Get the fuck
Not
out
even a
of
little
me.
bit.
No, that's
That's
actually
like-
that is psychopath behavior.
I don't do that, but I know so many people who do. I think it might be a New England thing.
Keep them
There
away
are people
from me.
who
Could be, it
put
sounds
ketchup
good.
on scrambled eggs.
Sounds like colony
I
behavior.
mean that. No, I mean ketchup on scrambled egg is good.
Okay.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I'm gonna become violent if this keeps up.
Hot sauce on scrambled eggs.
Hot sauce.
My
yes.
mom-
Ketchup.
I
no.
can deal with that.
My mom will literally take the ketchup bottle and squirt it back and forth a few times on her mac and cheese, and I think that's foul.
It is
I'm
foul.
going to become violent.
You have to tell your mom that I don't agree with that.
I'll make sure to let her know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your entire D&D party on Wednesday does not agree, including the DM.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean I don't agree either.
Now, is there now when you're making homemade mac and cheese? I have a question real quick before we fully start.
Yeah.
Is there such thing as too much cheese?
Yes.
Someone agrees with me.
When it's no longer creamy because there's just so much cheese that it's like congealed.
I love a lot of cheese though.
Yes.
I got very deeply I got violently ill once from having too much cheese. So as a mac and cheese lover, grilled cheese lover, pizza lover, I do have a limit.
Yes, I put at least 4 different kinds of cheese in my homemade mac and cheese.
Oh, I also do that, but sometimes I like to put flour in it sometimes in the cheese, so it can get all sticky and gooey.
Hey.
Oh, I've never known.
It's like making
So-
a roux, kind of, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Does one of you want to give me a
Always
recap
gotta
of
make a
the
roux.
last session?
No, because I don't remember.
We
I
punched a
wasn't
bunch
here,
of sharks in
I
the
don't-
face, violently. We come to this fishing village, and there's a very malnourished, potentially vampiric guy on the shore. And we're like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, there's no fish." So we go, "Oh, that sucks." And then all of a sudden, these water guys come up, and they were called something stupid.
Water weirds.
Yeah, water weirds. So they come up, and they're like, haha, we're gonna get you. And then a bunch of sharks show up. Nadar got pulled into the water a whole bunch. We were like really thrashing these guys. More sharks kept showing up. It's a real pain. We killed them. And we talked to the guy on the shore more, and he was like, yeah, this is real bad. Everyone's not doing good. The boats aren't coming back. So we're all starving. So now we're gonna go figure out what's what, because there's one boat left in the entire village. And we think we got to go out on the water and figure out what's going on with all these beasties eating all the fish.
Alrighty. Take an inspiration. I apologize. I'm snacking while we're playing.
No, you're totally. I'm also.
Mods ban this guy.
Mods ban this guy. He's. This is not a mukbang.
Yes. Also, Sephi, are you in? Are you in the game?
Yeah.
No,
Sorry, I was updating Fantasy Grounds.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm on my way.
But you say mods like fucking medieval kings saying guards.
Mods.
Mods.
ban this
Mods.
guy. Mods off with his head.
Flash ban
Gods.
dust. Flash ban dust.
Guards. Ban this man.
No. Well, we will pick up right where we left off. I believe Willow and Nadar are hauling sharks behind them. As you are making your way into the town. Pardon me. Proper. And so, I'm going to provide unto you. I almost gave you the wrong one. Please, where is it? Please. Alright, I put it in another folder. So sorry.
Why'd you do that?
I can't be this fucking stupid, can I?
Yeah.
I will neither agree or disagree.
You need to understand, I was so happy today because I had so much inspiration to sit down and write out so much shit for the campaign, and I didn't put I didn't put the part of the map that you're on in Fantasy Grounds. Okay, it's right here.
Wow, good job.
Brafest.
Brafest.
Dust was on the rust? Huh?
Rust?
Hello?
Who the fuck is Rust?
That's my long lost twin. I need to get rid of
Sorry,
this
I malfunctioned.
Dust.
Dust was on the writing grind.
Well, technically, I'm Dust's twin. Share name.
Oh. True.
Oh my god, there he is. There's Saravek. Fucking get him.
Oh,
So,
get him.
sorry, the fact that there's gray on the side is gonna kill me. I'm turning on line of sight, which means nothing.
Oh, darkness.
Oh, it's just dark?
Yeah, because we're not assigned to Saravek.
Very well. So,
Breakfast.
you all
Oh,
That's
are...
what I thought too.
You all are walking down the path with Cledden, I believe his name was. Looking at it just in
With
case.
sharks
Yeah,
in
Cledden.
tow.
Sharks in tow. Looked it up today, by the way. Sharks in real life you aren't supposed to eat because they have a high concentration of mercury, and they will kill you. This is D&D. I don't particularly care.
Man, good thing these are not real sharks.
Yeah, but I was curious. So,
Oh, is that why people only eat the fin?
yeah. You all are walking down the path. And as you all are walking down the path, it probably takes about 30 minutes to get to your destination. In that time, you are you see quite a few people walking through the village. It's quite smaller than Lillintet in terms of population, but a bit wider. You see people very similar looking in stature to Cledden walking around. Everybody looks extraordinarily malnourished. When you get to about here, you notice that there's like a camp. Actually, I'll put a little stamp down for them. Make that a bit easier.
Damn.
I know, I love stamps. I need to
Oh
go
my
to
God.
all.
Do you love stamps?
I do love stamps. I can turn entire maps into stamps. That's really funny. No.
They made a Betty White.
Dustin is
Back on
secret
the
stamp collection.
overworld stamping towns we've gone to where they're supposed to be.
There you go. You see a little, what's it called? A little camp. There are a few people there that look very different from everybody else. They appear to be rather well for themselves. Each of them has weapons in tow. They definitely don't look like they're from here, but before you can get a closer look, you are hauled further along through the city. After about 30 minutes, you are at this building. There are a few people walking about, specifically over here. There seems to be a bit higher of a concentration. The screen's gonna get weird and bad for a moment. I apologize in advance. We're gonna go one more for fun. There we go. And what's it called? You see a large building, several nets strewn off the side, pathways. You can see like a few people carrying nets, and each of them have maybe like 3 to 5 fish in them, and they're massive. You can see smoke billowing from this house over here, some kind of bakery or most likely a food establishment of some kind. And Cledden will sort of stop here at the front of this massive community center-esque building. And will say, I appreciate you all. You said, I apologize, you wished to help with the whole famine, right?
Correct.
Yes.
I suppose I will take the food, he says, looking at the sharks.
That we've just been dragging behind us the whole time.
He will put 2 fingers to his mouth and whistle, and two other people will come by with wheelbarrows, and he'll say, I will take this for now. I will put it in the community center and put a notice out so people can eat at least for a little bit. If you wish to assist in our problems, there's a lot of preparation you might want to put into place. I can't imagine the captain is going to want to let you take the final ship given our return rate. But I suggest you talk to him. He is just down the street from here.
Alright, I suppose that's probably our next stop then.
I guess we have another spot.
He will nod. By the way, this is just for me. God damn. Enley, are you in cloak mode?
Yeah.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
And then our
Yeah,
fearful
with
leader
his wings
emerges from the tree
busted,
line.
he's hiding them.
Fair. And then Cledden will take the sharks. And before he leaves, he'll say, if you ever need any refuge, this town center here should do perfectly. I imagine they will help you to the best of their ability.
Thank you, Cledden.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. And he will wheelbarrow away. Isla will be walking around as she usually does, trying to be a touch playful with each of you. Trokar will just be sitting there silently, seems to be somewhat lost in thought. But those two are here with you. Something to keep in mind.
And then our fearful leader emerges from the tree line.
Oh, that is very true. I completely forgot that she wasn't here. Actually, Non, you begin to run up from behind. All of you hear footsteps behind you as you see Non. Non, you look very excited.
I think Willow at first doesn't realize it's Non and has his glaive ready, and he's like, oh.
Non, you're very excited about something. There was something back at that camp that you managed to sneak a peek of, but you saw your friends, and so you wanted to be here instead.
You seem happy.
Oh, yeah.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Oh, yeah, I found what I was looking for. I wanted to get back to you guys really quickly, though. Did I miss anything while I was gone?
Nadar is still soaking wet. No,
Why
nothing
is-
exciting.
What?
Yeah, nothing exciting. We're fine.
You would have hated it. Don't worry.
Why are y'all sopping wet?
No reason.
Nadar answers.
Don't mind the sharks they're wheeling away either. Don't worry about those.
Don't worry about those. Don't worry about those.
Nadar
Non
went for a
looks
swim in the ocean.
Non's expression went from excited to genuine confusion.
Yeah, Nadar just soaking wet because he was dragged into the ocean and held underwater. No, you didn't miss anything too exciting.
You really should dry off, Nadar. It's not the cold that kills, but the wet.
Willow's gonna go in front of Nadar. I don't know if this will work, but he's gonna flap his wing to try to get some of the water off on it.
Nadar stands in Silver Dragonborn with resistance to cold and just doesn't care.
Still, though, you know.
Yeah, no, it dries you off a little bit. You didn't feel it to begin with, but...
I'll warm up when I go into the forge later. It's fine.
Enley's glaring, wishing that he had his wings working. Every time someone uses their, like, regular wings, he takes that as a personal offense.
Enley is in a constant state of being offended right now.
Literally.
Well, I think we know where we're going.
Yes, we need to go find that captain, I believe they said.
Let's go.
Absolutely. You all will make your way down the path. Doesn't take more than maybe 2-3 minutes. You pass by this sort of restaurant of some kind. It is terribly empty. And then you get to port, where you see there is a massive dock with one giant pier down the middle, and then various other ones along the side, each meant to be outfitted with a variety of different boats and dinghies of different shapes and sizes, and instead there is one that sits idly, its masts drawn, I believe is the correct word, and it is silent.
Someone will tell you if you're wrong.
True. And as you all approach, you can see a man standing by the boat. He is crouched down next to it, inspecting some of the rope, and then he will stand up and walk towards the end of one of the docks and just sort of stare out into the ocean, looking for something. And I will open up to you.
Willow probably just goes up there and like, what are you looking for?
He will go, ah, Jesus, and will immediately
As he
like.
sees, I wanna point out, as he sees a 6-foot-tall winged tiefling with giant horns behind him.
Hey, what the hell are you?
A tiefling.
That's kind of rude, I think.
That is a bit rude.
That's kind of rude.
Ugh.
You're the one that scared me.
What are you, an
Listen,
asshole?
What if I fell in?
I would help you out.
Well,
You'd be wet.
Yes, and I would freeze to death.
Nadar's still
can
standing
arrange
there.
have wings.
Nadar's still standing there,
have wings.
wet.
I could have dried you off. I could help. Okay. Okay.
Henley,
Let's try this again. Hello. I am Willow. Sorry for scaring you. My bad.
I Willow.
Don't admit defeat.
I was
Um,
here
Shut up, Hemlock.
earlier with, or not here. I passed by earlier.
He will kind of like fix his little coat, and he will hold out a hand if you are holding out yours.
Yes.
And he will say, right. Captain Fiskarna, I suppose I'd say it's nice to meet you all, but I imagine you're here for a meal of some kind, and I can't provide, unfortunately.
Actually, we're not.
Not exactly.
Oh. Well,
kind of the opposite.
Yeah, kind of the opposite. Actually.
Raise an eyebrow, confused.
We're here
We're
to-
here.
Oops,
Help?
sorry.
I'm just so sorry.
No, you're. You wanted to help with with what exactly do you wish to help with?
Your
Food
Famine.
shortage.
He will kind of blink and say, how? Okay. What do you know about the food shortage that you're so eager to help? I appreciate it, but, I don't know. That seems a bit, too good to be true.
I gesture back to the two guys that are definitely
Yeah.
still trying to load those big ass sharks into the wheelbarrows. We got those for you.
What sort of...
Me and,
what is it? Please.
me and my brother were passing by here when we got here. Who
Your brother?
goes to one of the party members and tries to remember what the place was called because I'm having a brain fart moment out of character.
Are you talking about the last town?
No, I'm talking about the continent as a whole. Because
Oh,
my brain
Okathel.
Okathel. As we got here, to Okathel in general. Yeah, don't ask who my brother is. You're not gonna. It's gonna be very confusing, and a very complicated and long story to go over.
Fair enough. I was just going to say I've never seen any of you before, so I wouldn't have met him.
Fair. We had noticed that a lot of the fish were just kind of gone because we needed food, so we were trying to fish, and there was no fish. So we assumed y'all were out of fish, and then I found them, points to everyone else, and they already had said that y'all were experiencing a famine.
Well, I would say you've come at a good time, but... And he'll look back to the one boat. Can I ask why you've come to me about this thing? I'm just sort of the manner of these docks.
We're gonna go kill whatever's killing your fish, so we need a boat.
I... Right, Okay. What
So
is-
I can ask, or we can do it another way.
I grab Enley and forcefully push him somewhere else. Just separate from the group. If you don't shut up, I will strangle you.
I'd like to see you try.
You think I can't kill you?
I think you
Guys,
won't.
hold on, they're about to fight. Everyone watch. Look.
Fight!
Are you sure they're going to?
Or it could be something else. I'm not quite
What
sure.
what are you thinking they're going to do now? Hold up. Hold up.
Real great job convincing me so far. So look, here's the thing. I am all for, 5, I don't know, heroes that fall out of the sky to fix all of my and my town's problems for me. I can't just do that. I don't know what's out there, and I would be surprised if you did.
We kind of saw it, didn't we?
What?
We saw
We saw
the
the what out
no,
there.
we saw the cause of whatever's out there. Water weirds
So
don't
were the-
exist naturally in
Were
a body of
the
water
goofy
this
water
large.
guys just sort of like unrelated, or
They're because of whatever is causing this.
all right, never
They-
mind. Just kidding.
They don't typically exist in bodies of water this large.
All right. Well, you do have a better understanding of this than I do already. I have sent plenty of people out. When we stopped getting fish, we went out further. And the further you go, the more dangerous the waters get. More and more people stopped returning. I only have one more chance at this. I trust you all that you are prepared and ready to do whatever you need to do, but I need assurance. I can't just send you out there to die.
Like,
We kill dragons.
what
He will
insurance
blink.
do you need? Is that good enough, or do you need like an item for us to come back and get?
Yeah, do you need like a resume?
Oh, we have the tooth. Wait, no, we didn't get that one. We stole that one. It's the one that we grabbed.
He will.
Do you
look
want some jerky from the
very-
dragon that we killed?
He will look very confused, and when he says that, he'll say, "Oh, I mean, I'm not going to say no, especially in these times."
Emily hands over a fistful of dragon jerky, all with a single bite taken out of it.
Oh, that's disgusting.
He looks at it,
What?
and you expect him to be like, "You grody," and he's just like, "Ah, thanks," and then like just like completely notices it, puts it in his pocket.
Yeah, Emily respects that.
Is that enough, or do you need an item
It-
for us to come back and get when we return?
No, all right. Listen. You mentioned the dragon tooth. I would love to see that, but I'm going to take your word for it for now.
Art pulls it off his back.
Oh, dear gods above. All right. Dragon killers, huh? Oh, well. That is...
Only when we have to.
Only them.
Isla goes,
Well-
yeah!
Actually, never mind. That's
Not
a lie.
that
I've killed plenty of dragons.
Not that one. We don't kill that
no.
one.
Yeah,
She's
not
my
that
daughter, and I'll kill you.
One. Not that one. Not that one.
All right. No, I have sent many people out there. Some stronger or as strong as you, or what you proclaim to be. We don't know what's out there. That's the problem. We don't know how to fight it. We don't know what it's weak to, per se. We don't even know what it is to begin with.
Oh, never mind.
In order
Mhm.
In order for me to trust that you all will be able to take care of this problem with my single remaining boat, I need to know that you know what you're facing.
Okay then. I guess we have some figuring out today then.
Do we want to send Willow out on reconnaissance?
Oh, yeah. I guess I can fly. Can I? Oh, well.
By whatever means, do what you must. If I had to make any recommendations, there is a jeweler in town and a smith. He is, the last remaining, I don't know how to put it, adventurer in the town. He used to have quite a name for himself before he settled down here. If anyone knows anything about monsters, it would be him. Elsewise, and they'll kind of pause and look over to you, Non, and will say, "Oh, actually, did you come with them?"
Oh, yes, I did.
Oh, wonderful. So you already know about the camp.
Yes.
Well then, I would recommend you speak with them. They have been helping us as much as they can, the Weaver clan, in maintaining our town in these dire times. I imagine they might be able to provide some help.
Would me going to go look from a distance still help them? Probably.
It is possible. There is quite a thick fog over the ocean. A storm has been settling over the past couple days or so. I don't...
Willow kind of looks away, scratching his head. Yeah, the storm. Yeah.
If you wish to, and you feel you can do it safely, I'm not going to stop you. Also, if you felt you couldn't do it safely, I also wouldn't stop you. Frankly, I met you 2 minutes ago.
I did also scare you. Yeah, fair.
I don't wish for your downfall. I simply wouldn't be bothered by it because I don't know you.
That's fair. That's honesty,
Yeah,
and I appreciate your honesty.
That's probably the most realistic reaction anyone's had to us yet, actually.
Yeah.
I'm being honest, and
So Willow
Alright.
will look at the rest of the group. Do you want me to go? Like a dude? I'm pretty sure I can do it safely.
I mean, if anyone can handle fogs and storms and flying, usually the flying would be me, but
I was about
I
to
believe-
say our scout of sorts has been
we don't have to talk about it.
decommissioned.
We don't have to talk about it, Hemlock.
I mean,
No, we don't have to. That's why I didn't.
Yeah.
Henley,
Emily's like
probably-
reaching for a knife. We don't have to talk about it.
I can also just carry them. Unless they're uncomfortable with that.
Carry, like me?
The-
Carry, Inley.
Our friend.
Troll
Not
Carl,
you.
Troll Carl is going to chuckle and look at you, Enley, and go, "Yeah, are you going to enjoy that?"
I don't want to do it if you're not comfortable with it. I'm trying to be, I'm just trying to
I
help.
cast power word kill on Troll Carl. No. But I
don't believe it's necessary to fly out. If there's people that we can go
Not
talk
get
to
carried?
instead.
You want
I'm
to
going
be?
to go talk to the smith.
I
Obviously.
want to be carried.
Okay. Willow picks up Hemlock and just flies up a little bit.
Yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah, I'm strong enough. I can just do it.
Y'all having fun there.
I pretend to almost drop Hemlock.
How does Hemlock react to that?
No balls.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Hemlock just cranes their neck back. Fucking do it.
I
I'll
dropped
make an
Hemlock in the
interesting
water.
pattern in the snow. You should do it.
Oh wait, it's snow. I drop Hemlock in the snow. For the fun of it.
Hemlock fucking dies.
Only
Hemlock
like
takes
I'm only like 10 feet up. It's not even that high.
He doesn't even try and land on his feet. Not even.
So silly.
Splat.
Enley, can you roll me a perception check, actually?
Enly
Yeah.
perception. Here we go.
yeah, I do perceive, but not today.
You don't perceive shit.
Okay. Yeah,
Is
you
someone
don't.
trying to hide?
No,
I'm
nothing's
too
fine.
busy trying to threaten people.
True. And then Captain Fiscarna will say, "Well, I will be here. When you feel you are ready to go, I will take you. I don't exactly have room to what's it called? Bargain much. So whenever you are ready, whenever you feel you are ready, come to me and I will take you."
Okay.
I believe I'm going to go speak to that smith back in the town. If anybody wants to come with me.
I will follow, but I'm also going to go look for my brother to see if he's kind of around the outskirts of town.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
we'll kind of fly off and go look for Lee.
got you. We'll get to that in a moment. Where of the
That's
two
fine.
options, camp or jeweler, or I guess smith, whichever one, which one do you all want to go to?
Nadar's going to the smith.
I think Nadar's going to the smith no matter what.
What if we all go to the jeweler
This
and leave
isn't-
Nadar at the smith?
This isn't, by the way, a
The smith and the
choice
jeweler are
of...
the same person.
Yes,
No, they're not.
Oh,
they
Or,
are.
Yes,
or
they
are
are.
they?
They are.
Oh, they're marked differently on the map.
They are. I'm a fucking
Oh, yeah,
idiot. Yeah, I'm an absolute dumb stupid idiot.
They're the same person now, motherfucker.
They probably are the same. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to
He walks back and forth between the shop every hour to see if there's customers.
that.
Bro is literally Larry from Amazing World of Gumball.
Has every job in the town. It's just the
Who's
one guy,
Larry? Is Larry the
The Rock.
Is Larry the
the rocky guy that has every job.
Yeah.
That has every
Um,
single job in that code.
He would have marked this house right here.
Okay.
Oh, okay, he's that guy.
Um,
He's have 86 jobs.
Oh my god, that's insane. But what's it called? This isn't a choice of either or, by the way. You will get the chance to do both of these.
Okay, so I completely misunderstood the proposition then. But I understand it. They call me the Understander now, so...
And the Understander.
So, are y'all leaning towards Smith?
Yeah, I'm learning to Swift.
Gotcha. In that case, four of you, as well as Trollcar, will begin to walk this way upwards. However, as
Walk this
when you
way.
get to like about this intersection, they're still putting the sharks in the things, by the way.
I pick the sharks up and put them in the wheelbarrows for them.
Thank you. There will be a moment, Enley, where you will feel a hand on your shoulder, and you will see Troll Carl is looking at you. And he kind of like slows down a little bit, so you guys are walking maybe like 5-10 steps behind the rest of the party. And he will say, I apologize for my humor earlier. I wanted to offer something.
That would be.
You seem rather, I would say rightfully, upset about the loss of your wings. Have you considered asking the mother for help?
I was going to next time we were at a shrine, but it seems like we might be tied up for a while.
You know, when you went to your first shrine, if I remember correctly, you had chosen the gift of flight, didn't you?
I did.
I have a feeling there is something stirring within you. If you can let it out, that is.
In what way? What do you mean?
I have seen many get blessings from the shrine. You asked for flight, you'd already acquired it. It does not... The blessing does not just go away. I believe the Mother has given you the capability to retain what you have lost, but perhaps in a new way.
Hmm. So how do you suggest I go about that?
There are a few ways. There is prayer. Otherwise, belief is quite the powerful thing. You have the potential of flight within you, even if you lack the appendages. So, perhaps if you... This is going to sound foolish, but in certain circumstances, when one simply believes something hard enough, or if they wish for something hard enough, it can happen.
I understand that you're trying to do me a kindness right now, but I've lost something that is so fundamental to who I am. It's been something that's been with me since I was a child. I've been doing nothing this entire journey since it happened, but wishing and hoping that somehow I'll get healed or something like that, or that I'll just be able to fly again, and it hasn't happened so far. I don't think I've ever wanted anything more. But perhaps praying to the Mother for some guidance wouldn't hurt.
Very well then. I am sorry for your loss.
Here's to hoping it's temporary.
He will not. And then after that, I think as you continue to walk, we're going to cut to Willow for a moment.
Yay!
Willow, you are on the outskirts of the town, flying around the border. And you see a few things. Make a perception check.
A perception check, you said?
Yeah, because you might notice another thing. Eek! Well,
Is it something that's hiding?
it is not hiding, no.
Okay. Just
You see a few animals alongside the border. There are some winter wolves that sort of hide out in small caves. You see a large sort of opening that appears to be a cliff with a frozen waterfall of some kind, with a small river that peters out after some time. But you don't see anything of interest there. And you will go across the border and you will not find Lee. Which is of concern.
Do I see any sign of him?
Ooh, roll investigation.
-2, let's go.
A 9. Well, giants are not particularly stealthy.
He's also my brother.
He's also your brother. When you get to, I think you would have needed like a 5, in all honesty. When you get to about here, around the borders of the town, there are old decrepit buildings that have been long unused. Their being ruined is not a new thing. And there are also some small docks around the border with the ocean, and you can see a large pair of footsteps leading to one of the docks, presumably getting into a boat of some kind that was most likely unseen or unusable, being so far out. Imagine a dinghy, but for a giant, I guess is the easiest way to put it, which would probably be, what are they called? The smallest type of boat. That would need more than one for a crew. But yeah, that is what you see.
So from what I can interpret, he's left.
He's left on the boat to sea somewhere.
Can I see anything out, or is it too foggy?
It's not that it's too foggy. You just don't see anything. You don't see the boat specifically out at the waters.
Well, I will kind of just stay here for a moment before kind of flying back.
Absolutely. And you will catch up to them right about when they get here. You all are standing at the front door to a lovely sort of forge. Very familiar to you, Nadar. Though there is no smoke billowing out of it, implying that there is not, nothing is entirely active in here. On the front door, there is a sign that says Saphirson Smithery, which I will spell that out over here. With a little bell on it. It's very quaint, and you can see some sort of disheveled fields in the distance. But yeah, you are here.
Yippee!
I love reading. I want a
Hi.
ballerina from Applebee.
Look at all these people.
Do I see or hear anyone in the smithery?
Yes, you can hear someone inside. You can hear some metal clanging against metal, which your immediate assumption is, they're making something. And then after a moment, you hear water run, and you imagine it's actually just like somebody cooking. It's probably also their house.
Willow's gonna ring the bell.
Yeah, you will ring the bell, and there will be a pause, some slight clutter. And then you will hear from the other side of the door as the doorknob begins to turn. I'm terribly sorry. We still don't have... Oh. And he will open the door to see all of you.
Willow.
Hello.
6 foot Willow with massive
Hello.
wingspan.
Hello.
Well, it is nice to see new faces. I apologize. Come in, please, please.
Do I have to
Nadar, Nadar will head inside.
I probably do because of my horns.
Yeah, you're very tall.
Yeah. Because I want to point out the 6 foot doesn't count his horns.
Oh.
So like, you know, he's just 6 foot by himself. And then his horns are probably like, I don't know, an amount. That's the best I can get to.
An
So,
amount.
yeah.
That's
Mhm.
very good.
I don't know. I don't know how tall Tiefling's horns are.
He will usher you all inside, assuming you follow. When you enter, you see what doesn't look like a forge at all. Nadar, you notice the remnants of some equipment, but there's just kind of like wind chimes hanging everywhere. Maybe a little bit of carpentry. A lot of just like these gemstones hanging or bejeweled onto various little decorations in the house. It's a very sparkly place. But it's very warm and very quaint.
Would I recognize the name Saphirson?
No. A lot of the people from Oakrathel are not heard of at all, because nobody goes here. But you recognize the framing of his name for sure. Most likely comes from a family that... well, actually, I should make you roll history for this, shouldn't I? Yeah, roll history.
Please, I have a +7 in history. Let me do my thing.
There you go.
Can all of us roll for this? Or-
Sure, yeah. I'll actually give you, even an 18 is good, but I'll give you advantage, Nadar, since this is your background.
Oh, let's go.
Nice.
Doesn't help.
Not nice. Anybody else want to roll history?
Damn, Hemlock knows about the same amount about this family as I do.
Believe it or not, of anyone, Hemlock
Wait,
would
I want to.
actually know about
Wait,
this.
I want to.
Wow.
Wait, I want to roll.
Damn,
Minus
Emily knows
2.
about forging too. That's crazy.
Oh, I don't
Oh.
know shit.
None, did you roll history or no?
I did it for the fun.
Damn, what's the point of me being here if all these other people know about forging too? What the fuck?
I do not call you the.
Listen, Enly literally used to roll with a mercenary group. Like, he has done some on the road forging.
You don't even know my backstory.
Do you
Tell
know
us.
your backstory?
So,
If I buy you a Dollarita, can I get your backstory?
That's the best answer. Do you know your backstory? Maybe.
Lizzie is that one like meme where it's like this really tight person on the PC saying they don't know my OC lore.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a person
No, I
standing in
do
the
know-
corner at the party.
I do know Hemlock's lore because me and Lizzie determined earlier that he's singing Shrimp Quartet in the shower.
That's not part of the lore.
Yes, it is.
That's just Hemlock. I don't know.
That's just Hemlock.
That is just Hemlock.
It can't be
Yeah.
lore if it's happening like expeditiously.
Live.
Live performance of Shrimp Quartet. Womp, 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 womp,
Um.
womp, womp.
So to answer the actual history question, Willow and I almost said Nadar because I saw the 9, but no, it's you got it. Willow, you're a bit clueless at the moment. You are not particular with the naming, like the family naming conventions of this specific type of person. But it actually makes sense to people that succeeded why you would. Nadar, you were an artificer, and you have literally own a forge. You've worked in a forge. You know how this works. Hemlock, you grew up around a lot of dwarves, and this is a very typical naming convention for dwarves. And Emily, I think you've simply grown up with a variety of people. And so this just happens to be a tidbit of information you have, which is the son at the end of his name implies that he is the son of somebody named Saphir. And
That's cool.
you kind of put together, also based off of that, he's a forge cleric, not a forge cleric, what the fuck? He is a,
Well, there is a forge domain cleric.
There is. He is a smith. He works with jewels quite often. Saphir sounds very similar to Sapphire. You think that this is a family line named after the various types of gems. A very neat bit of trivia that means pretty much nothing. But
you to
you
know
asked for
what
it.
It's a good bit of trivia.
Cool bit of info. I don't give a fuck. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Give me your lore. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I love me some trivia, you know?
Give us all of it, Gus.
Yeah. Sorry, that's so silly.
Okay, so it makes sense for Willow not to know because he's only grown up with giants.
Indeed.
And a few other tieflings.
Right.
Looks at his dead wife.
Are you looking at her? She's dead. The dead wife in the room with us.
Maybe.
Hello?
Maybe.
Oh man.
I don't know.
You got
I
dead
haven't
wife.
revealed. I haven't
Oh
revealed
man,
everything.
Var, you got dead wife too?
Yeah, Willow does.
Damn, y'all got traumatic backstories. That's crazy.
What is up
No.
with the dead wives lately?
I
Yeah.
don't know, it's dead wives, you know. It's that tip at cue that one movie rom-com scene where they just display the different like tape videos of the dead wife.
Oh my
Specifically the
God.
one where
Yeah.
she's underneath the blanket.
I want you to
Like, it's
know.
smiling with the sunlight coming in. Oh.
I want you to know. Willow carries around his dead wife's scythe.
We don't know that yet.
I don't know
Yeah.
that, it's okay.
So when you all sort of walk in and immediately clock this guy, he says, "Well, oh god, I lost his voice. I didn't use it for so long. What a, Jesus
Shut up.
fucking Christ! What
The man is stuttering in front of us.
what the fuck?"
You got this, Gus. I believe in you.
What brings you all here?
There you go. You did it.
What brings you all?
Willow
here?
claps.
We were speaking to the captain down at the docks. and they were telling us that you were an adventurer before, and that you may know a little bit about what's currently happening in the town.
I see. Oh, well, hold on. And he will walk into sort of a kitchen area, and there are several chairs. 3 that look immaculate, and a couple more that look like they were made today. They probably were. You don't know. And he will say, "Come, take a seat. Do you want any water, tea, anything of the sort?"
I'm all right.
Some
And you?
tea.
I'll take a root beer float.
I don't have that.
I'll take some tea, please.
Wonderful.
Water's fine, thank you.
Wonderful. He will begin to just dispense the various drinks for all of you. And
So good job, Lizzie.
Mhm.
Lizzie clipped it.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
If you go there straight.
What?
You clip my what?
I clipped you forgetting.
That's
That's
crazy.
He forgot.
He forgot.
Well, he will sit down at one end of the table with a drink of his own, and he will say, "The captain said that I was an adventurer, huh?"
They did.
He gives me too much credit. You came here wanting me to tell you of what's stopping the food, then,
If you have an idea.
Well, I've got bad news and I've got good news for you all.
What's the bad news?
Bad news is I have no idea what's out there. If I knew it, I would have already tried to kill it, or at the very least, I would have outfitted some people.
Yeah,
Good to see we're on the same page that far.
Can still
Yep.
be used that much. But that being said, I never use the word adventurer. I like researcher quite a bit more. I was a bit of one myself in my day. That is correct. And I compiled all of my knowledge in a single place. But in recent years, with the dragons being as they are, and now with the famine, I have grown unable to reach my vault, I guess you would put it.
Well,
If at any point I knew anything about this place, this old noggin can't keep a lick of information, it would be there.
where is there?
North end of town. Used to be a cemetery. Unfortunately, we don't really use that anymore.
Ooh.
Because your dead people don't come back.
More in the sense that, we don't have the strength to bring them there.
Yeah, I was about to. Yeah. Okay then. I guess we gotta go bust open a vault.
Well, you don't need to bust open anything.
Man.
I have been unable to go on account of an increase in undead, actually.
Well, that's what happens when you don't bury them.
Well, I can promise you they were buried, but little fuckers don't like to stay
Hey.
down.
I was about to say, undead will just climb out of the ground.
Necromancy is a hell of a drug like that.
Yes, there was...
Did you just call it a drug? Wait, what? Well, you know,
Oh.
never mind. Never mind, you actually...
I want to do drugs, says Isla.
No.
No!
Why not?
If you're gonna do drugs, you have to
They're
do them at
bad.
home with an adult.
Trust an adult in the safety of your own home.
She pouts.
It's okay, Isla. We can do drugs together at home. Emily says not having a home.
Emily
okay.
says, knowing they'll be gone.
Nan,
Oh, that's crazy.
Nan kind of. Every single time something happens, we already know Nan is pinching the bridge of her nose.
Our fearful leader.
Yeah.
And he will chuckle at the other end of the table. and will say, no, no need to break in. I would be careful of the undead. I imagine some of them have gotten in. But before I let you go, I must make something clear. There is a password required to get to my vault. And beyond that, I wanted to ask a favor in return.
Okay then.
What may that be?
I kept a lot of belongings there in my time. Plenty of treasure. But there is something there that I haven't had in a long while. And I was hoping you could get it back for me.
I'm sure that wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. What is it?
There is a ring inside of a glass box. I kept it in my hidden vault. I say hidden. It's actually quite grandiose. Though, I must clarify, I did not construct this place. I found it and made do with what I could.
Resourceful.
Yes. Either way, I would prefer if I could get that back. When it comes to everything else there, I would love a cut of any gold you find, just so I can sustain myself. But I'm not going to be too picky.
We can certainly do that for you. I don't see any issue with us bringing back your ring and anything else you may need from it.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Not like a freaky evil ring, is it?
No, quite the opposite.
I
Not at all.
have a feeling. Is there any like, not photos, but I guess paintings around?
Let's see. This seems like a man who would keep paintings, but I want to
Because
see
I
if
have
they're
a
needed.
feeling.
Oh boy, nope. None out in the open.
Okay. Well, I have a feeling Willow kind of like probably figures what the ring is, as he has two on one finger.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll come back with it.
I appreciate that. Well,
Of course.
and he will sort of reach into a breast pocket and pull out a small, tattered note and unfold it and set it on the table. And in a very illustrious cursive is written the word Starlight. And he will say, once you get there, this should grant you access to the vault. It is the only thing required to open the door, hopefully. I would just be careful.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Mhm.
sure. Is there a chance this won't work?
It's very
Yes,
old.
if the undead get us before we get to the door.
True. That is
Oh.
a good point.
That is true, but I meant, but he said it like this word might not work. That's what I meant. I was just making sure.
Given that I was merely someone who found it and repurposed the vault myself, it is possible someone else has. In which case, they
Okay.
might have reconfigured it, but this is what I had last set it to.
Okay.
Well, I won't leave you to your devices. Do what you must. He will. I'm gonna actually roll just a d20 for him, see if he clocks y'all. He does clock y'all. He's gonna look to Nadar, and he's going to say, "You're a smith, aren't you?"
I am.
Interesting. Well, I don't have any use for the materials myself, but I used to hold up a lot of my medals throughout the vault. I think you would like them.
Very much appreciated. Thank you.
And then he's going to look over to you, Hemlock, and he's going to say, I must
Who the fuck are
say,
you?
I am surprised to see one of you here. Might I ask what brings you to Oakerfell?
Hemlock sort of, with an uncharacteristic show of emotion, kind of balls up the front of his apron in his fists, and says, well, you know, I'm, a trip.
A trip, huh? Coming back to see family, hmm?
Call it a spiritual journey or whatever.
I see. Well, if that's what you're looking for, I did a lot of research on the dragons. Specifically, I found a lot on yours in the vault. So, do with that what you will. It's been a while since I've seen a dragonborn of your caliber.
Really? I mean, I just hadn't, so I'm always surprised when of it.
Indeed. Well, I'm quite old. I've seen a lot of things. Never a dragonborn, though. It's quite interesting.
Huh.
So you've seen one of me then?
Hmm? Oh, he kind of pauses and narrows his eyes, and he says, I would love to say I have. You look to be a tiefling of some kind, but something has either gone terribly wrong or terribly right.
Hey, you know, that's...
Oh,
You know, I will take it. That's better than someone looking at me and screaming and running the other direction.
Oh, no, you don't. You wouldn't scare me just by appearance, boy. But...
And I've scared plenty of people just by appearance. I just did it to the captain a second ago.
That is true. Well, he's a jumpy one.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
There are plenty
I
of people in
believe-
Oakerfell who won't care too much because they have to see the scariest thing every day, which is shadows passing over them.
Mhm.
Do you know what I'm referring to? Must I spell it out?
Dragon.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got it.
yeah, okay. Yeah, Willow, like, thinks for a second, like, oh, yeah. I believe I'm a tiefling, more connected to the tiefling part, if that makes sense.
I'll nod. Yes. It makes sense to me. You're quite tall.
Well, look, I'm just tall, man.
There. Well, I will leave you to your devices. You've given me some wonderful inspiration. I think I might make something while you're away.
Have fun.
And yeah.
alright.
I will open up to you all. He will sort of gather all of the cups from the tea that have been drinking, and the water, and he will begin to wash them as you all get ready to leave, unless there's something else you wanted to do here.
Willow walks up and waits for the others.
None slightly nods and then heads out.
Alright. All of you will sort of shuffle out. When you get outside, Isla will sort of bounce around a bit at your feet and on, and will say, did you want to go check out your camp, or are we going to the graveyard? What are we doing?
Guess we can check out the camp.
Her tail will start wagging, and she'll just
Nice,
look to all of you.
non-lore.
Non-lore. Non-lore.
Non-lore.
It does.
Mhm.
I think we want to go to the camp. I think.
Sounds like it.
I think we
I
probably
doubt
want to go
about
to the camp.
Non's dead wife.
Oh my god.
We've only gotten flashbacks and story scenes.
It does, and I already sent you notes about it, so.
I appreciate it.
Had all these people with traumatic backstories, and Dar's just over here like, I was bored.
I was bored. For a second, I thought you said I was born, and I was like, yeah, I guess he was.
He was born to adventure, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
You will. Sorry.
That's the traveling music.
It's true. Which is funny because it's just the beginning notes to Cheers. You will sort of stop at this crossroads. You could see in the distance a sort of disheveled graveyard area. And, Non, you will hear the sound of people talking down the way. And you will remember your camp, if you would wish to go there. Seemed like you did, but I want to clarify one last time.
Yeah.
Yep. You will begin to push through where you went, seeing people as before. And when you get to about here, you will see a large open campsite. Several people walking around that dress very similarly to Non. Some of their faces have a touch of paint on them depicting various things. Almost all of them have this sort of long hair that goes down to maybe their... for those that don't have it up, it goes down to the bottom of their back. For a lot of the people that have it in braids, it goes to about their shoulder blades. These long, poofy braids.
Nice.
And you will, one of them will sort of be walking around, this sort of older woman, and she will turn, and see you all, and she'll look very tired for a moment. She'll begin to approach, and then she looks like she's about to say something, and she'll see Non, and go, oh, that's lovely. What? I have not seen you in ages. What was it? Oh, forgive me. What was your name again?
Nannerjuk.
Nannerjuk. Oh, blessed be. And she will run forward and just like wrap her arms around you and give you a big hug. We have not seen you in years. I hope you are well in the time.
Oh, yes, I've been taking care of myself.
That's wonderful to hear. I had heard when you had left on your own, I was really worried for you, little Nannerjuk, all on her own, out in the wilderness. But no, you've grown quite a lot. I'm quite happy to see that.
Yes, I'm just traveling around with Lieselotte around here, and I heard you guys were around here, and I just had to pop by.
I see. Well, it is lovely to meet all of you. Nannerjuk is an excellent hunter, I tell you, an excellent one. One of the best in her day. Better than me, maybe, in my prime, but I would never admit that.
You just did.
She'll wink. Well, what brings you over?
No, we're helping out that town nearby, and like I mentioned, I heard you guys were nearby, and then I just wanted to get the opportunity to visit and show my friends around here.
Oh, I see. She'll kind of frown a little bit, but maintain that sort of happy demeanor, and say, "Well, I see you've kept the traditions going. We are doing the same here. Trying to give them as much food as we can without starving ourselves. It's growing quite worrisome, actually."
Yeah. I was actually wondering if maybe you have any context of what's going on yourselves. I mean, we just came here, so we just wanted to get as much information as possible to help the town people out.
She'll frown and shake her head and say, Unfortunately, there's little we can do. We are stretched terribly thin. Any context we would have about the going-ons are difficult. We were just lucky we got here when we did. Otherwise, they would have been dead within the month, but it's getting worse by the week. I actually don't know if they can make it to the next one.
Nod definitely looks worried. Kind of thinking, just trying to think about what could be done, or just so on,
There's those two sharks we brought in earlier. So long as they don't gorge themselves on it, that should last them at least a little while.
Well, I wouldn't put it past them, given how little they've eaten recently, but they are a sensible folk.
But gorging themselves could end up killing them faster. That's my main concern with that.
That's true.
If it wasn't clear, we are here to try to help.
Right.
Ed Famine.
Well, we've heard from the townsfolk that there's some kind of creature in the water, though none of them have seen it and come back. We've been wanting to set out ourselves to take care of it. We are hunters, after all. If this were, I don't know, a dragon, I feel like they would be a bit more upfront about them controlling these people. We don't know. Yeah. But we are worn terribly thin. We've been trying to get a big game nearby, but it has been outsmarting us, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Willow kind of grins a little bit.
It is always a problem.
Indeed. Actually, it's been a while. Nan, did you know that there was mammoths nearby? I haven't seen them in ages, but apparently there's one here.
Oh, really?
Yes, we've been meaning to go hunt it ourselves, but like I said, she shrugs.
I suppose I could help out with that.
Oh, She looks kind of surprised and is like, you don't... Well, you don't have to do that. I especially not for nothing, Nan.
Well, either way, you guys are like family to me. I'd like to help out.
She kind of puts a hand to her heart. And she looks a little touched by that. And will say, you are our family too. We've missed you terribly.
Worse. I was thinking about you guys a lot in my travels.
That's good to hear. Always nice to be in someone's mind, especially when it's someone you like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would hate to give this to you for nothing, so if you can get a hold of this thing somehow, and you're able to bring it back, then we might be able to assist you in the actual culling of this beast, if you'd be alright with that.
I'd be alright with that, yes.
Oh.
I'd greatly appreciate it, actually.
You were going to say something, Willow?
Oh, I was just going to say to the party, I would like a small rest before we go out and fight something.
When you say that quietly, she will go, "Oh, rest. No, yes, we can do rest. Oh, come. And she will start to she will like grab you by the arm and with like the old lady strength start to like slowly drag you along.
Willow is very confused because he thought he was like truly whispering. And he's like, how did this lady hear me?
We're a perceptive bunch.
What the? Okay, that's just creepy.
Do we
like,
want to
very-
go? Do we want to go deal with that undead problem to the north before we take our rest?
To put it in perspective, I'm out of rage.
Oh yes.
That's why I need rest.
The skill issue.
Okay.
And Troll Carl will say, well, both of these have somewhat of the same time limit to them. If you go to the graveyard, well, you would get a lot of useful material, plenty of information, but you get more hands if you help with this mammoth situation, I suppose. He looks weird. This seems very bizarre to him. He seems rather uncomfortable in this general space.
Am I still being dragged?
Only that's up to you.
Yeah. Like Willow's walking, but he's still being like dragged faster than he can actually like walk. So he
Slightly
keeps, like,
faster than a
stumbling.
comfortable walk. So you're like, oh god.
He's still like stumbling over, and he's like, "This lady is shorter than how." Like in his head, he's like, "This lady is like 4 feet tall. How is she faster than me?"
But yes, I suppose if I had any recommendation, I would speak on it before you go to bed and go over it in the morning.
You alright? I think that's a good idea then. Let's get some rest and then we'll talk about it before we get some sleep.
As you begin to push further into the camp, Non, you recognize some people, not all of them. You see a couple kids with you see like a couple kids running around, helping with food, carrying like bowls of presumably some kind of stew.
Aww.
Like out and about. Every now and again, you will see someone and they will see you and they will look very like ecstatic. And some will sort of come up to you and try and talk to you momentarily. But this old lady, who I think you will know, she didn't say her name, but I had her name a second ago. One moment.
Non knows her name.
Non knows her name. You know this old lady's
You
name.
know your friend's name.
Yeah, this is unfortunate because this is an inside joke about my IRL D&D game, which, to summarize, my friend told me their mother's name, their character's mother's name, and I forgot it, and instead of looking it up, I said, "You know your mom's name." and just, oh god.
And we've never let him forget it.
That's true.
You know your mom's name.
You know your mom's name.
I want
but
to live.
you know this woman's name to be Brano.
Mhm.
Cool name.
I think I thought I did Bruno for a moment. No, Brano.
Talk about Braun.
Oh, no.
And Brano will take you guys to a small collection of tents in this sort of conglomerate. And Isla will come to you, Non, at one point and will say, "This looks so familiar. You guys set up very quick and very efficient. I don't know the word for it. It's quite nice."
Feels right at home.
Yeah, just like your dream.
Yeah. Sorry to.
You're okay.
And
Guys,
then
Non
Non
is dying
fucking
right now.
dies.
How dare you cough?
Non secretly
again.
has a disease and they've been dying this whole time.
Yeah,
Non
go
has
ahead,
popcorn
cough
lung.
again.
Sorry, I
Keep it
choked
fit.
on I choked on ice, maybe. Oh man, what were we talking about again? I forgot.
She was just
She was
mentioning.
before?
I would say Isla was just mentioning how like nice this place is, how similar it is to your dream.
Yeah, and and after what Non says, she's just kind of relaxed. Just way, way more relaxed than, she's normally is. Very comfortable.
Mhm. Absolutely. And sorry, I'm looking at stuff very quickly. There we go. All of you will sort of settle down into your tents, and I will open up to you to discuss, figure out where you might want to go next. You have a couple options at your leisure.
It's still the same day that we fought the sharks, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Do we get... Okay.
Sun is starting to set, because you guys got there like midday.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't have any third level spell slots left.
Okay, so we're taking the rest first, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We will be taking a rest first, yes.
This is just you guys discussing before you go to bed where you want to go when you wake up.
This mammoth. I believe that would probably be, if we were going to have to choose between one of them to do now, that would likely be the best option. The graveyard is still going to be there when we get back.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
This mammoth may move on.
You make a compelling argument.
I think that would be a good point. We could, we could
I'm
get
gonna have
that
to agree
mammoth
with
and then...
And that shark meat is only going to last them so long.
No, yeah.
I saw the look on his face. He fully considered eating it raw.
Oh,
You can eat a fish raw. You can do that.
No, he was just going to bite through the shark and just eat it like that.
You can really eat anything raw, it's just the consequences that follow.
Yeah,
You
that's...
can eat anything at
Well,
least once. Not many
it's-
people realize that.
It's really hard to bite through shark skin, because it's not really skin, it's actually just modified teeth.
That... I didn't need that image in my head, thank you.
That is
You're welcome. Yeah, it's not really skin. Enjoy that. Live with that.
Alright, so... The mammoth, yes, that's what we're going to do.
we can do the mammoth.
We'll help hunt the mammoth.
Can I keep the tusks?
Well,
Or like one of them?
You can use the tusks. I mean, sometimes we use the tusks for weapons.
I'll just take like the tip of one.
Alright.
I want to make a medicine horn.
I thought you were going to ask me to make a dagger out of it.
That's actually very cool.
That would be very cool, but it's fun to it's a thing where I come from.
Alright.
That's actually so cool. Sorry, I didn't. I really like that.
What, the dagger or the medicine horn?
The medicine horn. I didn't know that was even a thing.
Oh yeah, they're very cool. You like hollow out like an antler, and you can carve like a design on it. You put like medicinal like herbs and shit in it, and then you carry it around.
It's actually really nice.
There it is.
Absolutely. Now, unless there is something you would like to do, I will put you guys through a long rest. I'll put you guys through a long rest anyway, because I know that from the list of things you could do, none of them are going to require too much strain.
Yeah. How's that cloak coming?
I don't know, you want to find out?
That's a wonderful point.
I can grab my magical number here.
The main thing Nons is gonna do is just catch up with folks in the camp before they get any rest.
Gotcha. Absolutely. In that case, we'll probably bounce around a little bit from the cloak and that. And did you wanna? What's it called? Enli, did you want to do anything?
Yeah, actually, I think Enli's gonna think Emily's gonna pray.
Absolutely. We'll bounce between those three things. If Hemlock and Willow, if you guys want to do anything, you think of something while we're going through these three, bring it up at the end. We'll do it. So, I think I'll start with Nan, since we are here. There are plenty of people out and about. Brano will be walking with you for most of it, just sort of conversing lightly with you. Was there anything in particular you wanted to do?
I guess she's going back. Just coming back to the camp, despite it being a long time. She is, going back to those like little habits she's had during the camp, which is just helping out, chatting with the locals, and spending time with them. Basic catching up and everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, you will bounce around. You will bounce around from a few people, just sort of checking in every now and again. Did Nan have any like childhood friends?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you see one of them, this sort of this what's it called? Very, very thin looking man with very, very long hair. With these two little kids by him on both sides. He's sort of talking with them while he is skinning a hide and sort of preparing it for some kind of cloak. And he's sort of just like talking to them and dealing with them as he's doing this. He's sort of smiling. And then he catches you, and he will turn around and go, "Oh my goodness. Narajuk, is that you?"
Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know why I'm Irish for some reason.
This episode of terrible, no good, very
It's
bad
bad.
accents.
It's so bad.
And the guy asks, "Why am I Irish?"
Oh, sorry. Nope,
Things I
still
often
Irish.
say to myself.
You got this does.
Sorry, I had a bug in my throat there. It is really nice to see you. I heard Brano mentioned you were here. Wow, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. How are you doing?
Doing quite good. I mean, been going around the continent or not around, but traveling in the continent so far.
Great.
With a group of folks, new friends. Came around the town and I wanted to stop by and spend time with everyone here and catch up.
That is, you've got more commitment than I do. I can't really leave the camp for too long, and I'll kind of like outstretch a leg, and one of the children will be wrapped around it. And I'll say,
Oh, you got yourself. Oh, you got yourself busy with these guys, huh?
Yeah, they have been. Well, I don't want to say anything too bad. They make me too happy for me to be mad at them. They've been amazing. They've been little helpers. And you see one of them is holding an empty bowl of soup with soup covering their entire face. This kid is probably no younger than like 7, by the way. They are too old for this.
Well, I know who they got it from. And she gives him a look.
And he'll kind of like, he'll just look embarrassed for a moment. And be like, you said you wouldn't mention that. I told you that in confidence.
Sometimes you know how I am sometimes. Sometimes I like to lie a little, okay?
Well, I can't say I missed that trait, and he will chuckle, bantering with you for a moment. And he will say, it is genuinely nice to see you happy, Narajuk. I don't know. I didn't know if you would have ever really gotten to that point again.
And she nearly made a face for a moment. I'd be like, well, being by yourself changes things. Just for a little while, I did miss you guys a lot. I always thought, like I mentioned, I always thought about you guys every day, and well, sometimes I kind of thought about coming back.
Well, I mean, we always welcome you back. This isn't everybody, of course.
Of course.
You are one of the stronger people I know, Nan. I don't know if I could have set out on a expedition across the continent if I had lost as much as you.
Well, I'm just glad to be here now at the moment.
I'm glad you are too. Even if it's only for a little while. You are our family.
Of course. Okay. I think the little one's face should be cleaned up.
Isla will also like waddle up beside you. And and like look at the children and be like, "What are those?"
You but a human.
What are those? She said, okay, I'm sorry.
In your mind, obviously. Like
Yeah, of course.
when this man sees the dragon, he looks a little concerned, but notices that you aren't and seems pretty chill.
Oh, at first, she's going to reassure him, like, oh, this one's fine, this one's fine.
You will see
He's friendly.
she will look at him, and you will not hear anything, and he will, like, blink, and he'll look a little surprised, and then he'll go, nice to meet you too, Isla.
Now she's going to answer Isla's question.
Mm-hmm.
It said, those are children. Human children.
I've never heard of that. What are they? What do they do? They're just you, but smaller. That one has food on its face.
What do they do?
What are these
do?
for?
They're just you, but small.
This seems inefficient.
Somebody get this kid's fucking dad.
It'd be even funnier if Isla was like, "Oh, are these like Enly?"
Oh, that's 100% true. She's actually gonna be like, why don't they have like little wings on their back?
Oh,
They're just Enly without the attitude.
they're just humans. Sometimes, normally humans, we come up, like, you know how dragons come up small when out of the egg, and they get bigger over time. That's how humans are like.
They do? I'm gonna get bigger?
Yeah. Maybe. Think you'll be big and strong. I believe in that.
She looks ecstatic, and she starts running around you in circles, and just starts, like, chanting, I'm gonna be bigger, like, over and over again.
You know, Nana encourages it. That's fine. Like, yeah. It's exactly how it is.
Wow. And then, like, while she's looking at you, one of the kids will just walk up and like touch Isla behind the head. And then they'll like back up with a start like they were afraid something was gonna happen, and Isla just turns around and tilts her head. And then starts to like lower herself to the ground slightly, looking like she's about to playfully pounce.
Oh, hold on, be careful. They're small and they can be a little fragile.
The man will grab both of his children and just like lift them up so he's holding both of them and be like, I am not gonna let you know what, like you could see something bad happening on the horizon. He's just avoiding it. Well, it was...
Yeah, she's a bit new to this world. Getting used to things.
Clearly, but she seems very well mannered, which is a little better than these ones sometimes. And they'll kind of make a face at him. And I'll say, well, it is getting late. I should probably go to bed and get these two to bed as well. It was lovely seeing you, Nanajuk. If you ever want to find us again, we will have a bed and warm food waiting for you, I promise.
Of course. Yeah, I hope you get some rest.
I will. Good luck.
Of course. And she'll just continue, just making sure everything's okay before just getting rest for the night.
Absolutely. After that, I think we're going to go to something a bit less lore-intensive for a moment and go to Nadar.
Oh my god.
I'm
ready to roll a dice.
Yes, I was going to say. You are working on the fire resistance cloak. You have one success so far. I believe the original DC was 10. So, having just like eternal fire resistance is definitely a thing. Like that is something that is a bit powerful. So I'm gonna have the second DC be 17.
Okay, so I need 10 or higher.
10 or higher.
So I got slightly better than 50-50 there. We go.
It's just exactly 50-50.
Oh, because 1 through 9, and then
Is a
10
fail.
through 20.
Is a success.
Yeah, so it's slightly higher than 50-50.
Oh, I see.
It's
It's
50-50,
55. You're right.
Forget it or you don't. Easy.
You're right.
Yeah, I either get it or I don't, so we just roll the dice and figure it out.
Ooh, did you want to use your inspiration?
Yeah, I'll use my inspiration on that.
Gotcha.
I'm feeling particularly inspired.
Goodness
It's even worse.
gracious. Well,
I'm a little cold still.
a little cold. That is all right. In the suturing, trying to make sure that everything is perfect, you accidentally mess up some of the... I want to say you're sewing some of this while putting it together. You accidentally mess up a little of it, and it scrunches, and you try and get it apart, and then it's not just right, and then it takes more time, and it is not coming out the way that you wanted it to be, and so... The first failure, I'm going to say from now on, is always sort of like, there's not going to be a crazy detriment from it, it's just nothing gets done that day.
He's got his fucking big old dragonborn hands. He's fucking small ass fucking shit. God damn it.
Willow can hear him cursing through the doorway.
His fingernail is bigger than the needle, so he's trying to come on.
Willow's like, will you shut up? I'm trying to sleep.
Stabs himself. Fuck.
Shut up.
It'd be funnier if they were just it'd be funnier if they were tense though, so everyone around the tent is just hearing them.
You just hear a distant echo from a spiral staircase at the bottom of Nadar's tent.
Birds begin to fly. We pan out and just see birds leaving trees.
Guys, this guy doesn't know how to sew. Everybody point and laugh.
Oh.
But yeah.
He's got big old meaty hands. He can't fucking.
Big meaty claws.
Meaty claws.
Meaty claws.
And yeah, from there, I think we'll move on to Enli. Enli, I imagine you are in a tent by yourself. If you have somewhere else in mind, let me know. What have you done to prepare for this?
I think Enli is like in his own tent, probably set away a little bit from everyone else. And before he starts to pray, I think he pulls out his flute, and just like plays some like calm music for a bit, just to kind of focus himself.
Absolutely.
And when he's kind of feeling ready, he'll just kind of hold the flute in his hands. And I gotta pause this music.
Is it really loud?
I cannot. No, it's my music.
Oh, I see.
Listening to popular. Ariana Grande. Just la la.
Wait, hold on. One moment. Bard, look in the chat. Kill them.
Get he ass.
Get they ass. Yeah. Bard, I love having you in the game. One, you're a wonderful role player. Two, I get to do shit like that.
Sick 'em.
Sick 'em, Bard.
Appreciate that, Dust.
Just look at chat. Kill.
Look at that. Yeah. No, I also meant like
That
a
one.
wonderful role player thing.
But yeah, sorry. Continue, Enli.
Okay, so he finishes his song, and he's holding his flute, and he's like said words in the shrines before, but I don't know if he considers that really praying. You know, like he asked, you know, the Mother of Dragons permission the first time they were in a shrine, if it was okay if he spent the night within the skull of the shrine. So, you know, it's not completely unfamiliar, but he's never really gone out and asked for something. So he sits there and he's holding his flute and kind of tracing like the little lines on it. And I think he's saying all this in his head because he feels stupid saying it out loud. And he just says, I don't have many options left, so I guess I'm turning to you now. I lost my wings, my ability to fly, and frankly, I'm pissed off. I feel like I've been abandoned and left here to rot down on the ground. I know of your power and your connection to all of these ancient things and all of this history here. And I want to know if there's a way for me to reclaim what I've lost. I don't care how hard or brutal it is, I just need a chance. I'm just some Fae. I've been beaten down, but I'm still standing. And I've got nothing left to lose. If there's even just a shred of hope, I'm ready to fight for it. So, if you're listening, and you've got the power everyone says that you do, show me the way. Help me find my wings, and I'll follow whatever path you lay before me.
Alright. I want you to roll a performance check because of the flute that you played earlier.
Got it.
16.
Almost
Wonderful.
a 19.
So that is a 26. I want you to roll a d100. Oh boy! That's good. That is 68 plus 26, which is 84. No.
Hey.
I'm a fucking idiot. That's 94.
There we
Hey.
go.
Let me...
You got that, Neil.
Oh, that's very good. I'm going to remove 5 from your concordance.
Yippee.
Imagine having concordance dice. That's crazy.
Oh, actually, that's such a good point. Thank you for bringing it up. Willow needs 10 concordance.
Oh no.
Willow gets nothing.
because
Maybe. Hey, Dust. Maybe this time, if I petition something, I won't get Bane.
Willow
That's a little
needs
Rising Winds inside joke.
Willow needs 10 concordance because every time you pray at a shrine, you get 5. And you've been to 2.
Oh.
All of you have been to 2, so.
Yeah, I've been to 2.
Yeah, you have to unlock your character sheet, by the way, to add it. It's really frustrating.
There you go. Where I don't know.
Just put it in notes anywhere, really.
I don't know how to spell concordance.
CONCOR dance.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. We're in a
kinda
spelling bee? Sorry.
You're okay. Nothing will happen immediately, Bentley. You will be sort of flooded with a touch of disappointment as when you attempt to reach out, you do not hear anything in response and will drift off to sleep, stewing in that probably irritation, knowingly. And then you will have a dream unlike any that you've had before, because it doesn't feel like a dream. Shortly after you close your eyes, you open them, motherfucker. You open them, and you are laying on a very hard, cold surface. It seems to be this sort of obsidian texture, very glassy, very reflective and purple and black. And you will kind of push yourself up with the start, and you will just feel this presence behind you. And when you turn around, roughly maybe 100 or so feet off the ground is that dragon skull that you saw at every shrine, but it is massive. Like, absolutely massive. Maybe the skull itself being 500 feet tall. It doesn't move. It is completely still. And you hear out loud, your identity has been stripped by my children. You wish for what you had. This I cannot provide, but I can welcome you into my family, and you will get a new identity. And there will be a pause, most likely, for a response. This thing is not very good at social cues.
I'm cheesing real big right now. Yeah, I think, so this is like a dream state, right?
Yeah.
I think in this, like, dream, Enlil's wings aren't destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And, he kind of flutters them behind him, just kind of idly. And he just looks out at the enormous dragon skull, and just says, you'll have to forgive my hesitance, but I can't help but feel like that's a bit vague. Can you explain what you mean? Enlil's being the most earnest he's ever been.
Mm-hmm. You soar through the skies like one of my own, yet you are something else. I wish for you to soar unfettered.
Okay. What do I have to do?
Simply embrace what is inside. Embrace the blessing that has been sitting within your heart for weeks. That would have been so funny if she was like, maybe you could try shutting the fuck up. Just like,
Maybe you can be nice once in a while.
What
Maybe
do I
stop being
have
such
to
an
do?
asshole.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know, dude. Get it together.
What do I have to do? Stop
Wait,
being a piece of shit.
Wait. Get good.
Get good.
Good. Yo,
just like-
mama.
A massive dragon just tells you, get good, bro. Just get good.
What do I have to do? Stop being an asshole.
Just stop being a noob.
L plus ratio.
Yeah, plus crazy.
No, I can just imagine. I can just imagine her just like, Mother, please tell me what to do. Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up.
Stop asking me all the time for.
But to repeat, she will end by
Sorry.
saying, "No, you're okay. It was fucking funny."
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah. To repeat, she will end by saying, "Embrace the change that has been stewing within you, my blessing, which you have so graciously taken."
I'll try.
If you will try, then it is done. This is going to be a question for Atlas.
Mhm.
If Enli, this isn't what's happening at all. If Enli was actually just like an adult dragon, what kind of dragon would they be?
Oh, that's a hard question.
I'm sure
Oh,
he has the
that
most
I'm gonna.
attitude.
Honestly,
Look at pictures of all the different dragons and tell me which one has the most sass. And that will be the one that is
Okay.
Envy.
Okay, let me go look.
no. Well, I don't think he'd be a chromatic dragon.
Would he be a
Red
gold dragon?
This red dragon I just found looks like very sassy.
Think probably like a bronze copper dragon.
Copper. Alrighty. You will blink, and the skull above you will disappear. And in front of you stands a massive copper dragon. Its expression, hard to read, it's a dragon. But it doesn't seem to have any particular emotion behind it, but besides perhaps reverence, as it will approach you very slowly and lower its head down to your level. How do you react, if at all?
I think Enli kind of on instinct reacts probably how he would if it was like Isla approaching him and just reaches out a hand to like touch it on the head.
Absolutely. It will lower
like,
its...
like,
Please.
I just wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
So like the How to Train Your Dragon thing?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It will lower its head until it is at your level and then look downwards to point the top of its head at you. You will hold it, you will place a hand on it, and it will then raise itself upwards slightly, and then you will see its wings for a moment outstretch in a massive wingspan. They are of the copper variety, but they there is this sort of lining on them, like that sort of fractaline aspect that many insects have, not too dissimilar to your old wings, but it is thicker. It is more of like a glitter, so to speak. It gives the wings, actually, a bit of the detail as if they look cracked without actually being so. And it makes the cracks look quite beautiful and iridescent. And you will feel for a moment as the dragon begins to walk over you, the wings beginning to overlap around the sides of the dragon, blocking your vision from everything else out in this void before they begin to close in. And unless you do anything to stop them, they will embrace you. And
I don't think Enlil stops it. I think being kind of embraced with like wings around him probably draws up a memory from when he was very young with his parents.
I love that. And then at the beginning of the next day, you will find that you are covered. Your vision is covered for a moment. You are in this sort of like almost sleeping bag, is what it feels like. And as you sort of take notice and wake up and roll over, you see now those wings from before, smaller so that they fit on your body, a mixture of dragon and fairy wings, flutter on your back. They are big enough to embrace yourself, but you are also very, very small. So that isn't saying a whole lot. Probably a little bit bigger than Isla's, if I had to guess. And I suppose I've kind of described what they've looked like a little bit, but I also want to leave that up to you. Do you have any idea what they would look like ideally to Enlil?
I think it's very much like the like they definitely look, you know, coppery and kind of insect-like. But I just put a GIF in the side chat of, I think that they kind of look like Ikran wings from Avatar. Where they're kind of dragon-like, but at the end they kind of have almost insect-like blades to them.
I like that. Wowza, that's really cool.
Sorry, I'm laughing at something else. My bad.
Are you laughing
You're good.
at the gif of
At
fucking...
breakfast.
Oh,
No, I'm laughing
breakfast?
at breakfast.
Oh,
Breakfast.
I was chuckling slightly at the other Avatar gif I keep seeing where where they fall out of the plane. And it's like
Yeah.
So
When
silly.
I will say real quick, Dust,
Mhm.
when you had described it as the cracks getting filled in, there is, as most people know, there is a type of pottery that they take a bunch of broken pieces and then they fill it in with gold
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very
to make
fun.
something new again.
I think it looks like that, but more silver than gold.
Yeah,
That's fun.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And I think around the base of them, there is this sort of scarring, this burn scarring that wasn't there before. To highlight where they began and where they end. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the gifs. They're kind of killing me.
Sorry,
A little
I'm
bit.
Oh my
sorry.
God.
I ended up seeing the side chat.
But
Oh my God.
things are happening.
Yeah, I also have something I want to do.
Yes, absolutely. You will wake up and you will feel these wings, and we will leave you there for that. And so we'll go over to Willow.
Willow's also going to pray
Oh, I see.
the mother.
What are you praying about?
He is asking for his brother to hopefully stay safe, because he doesn't know where he is.
I see. There. I don't actually think I'm gonna make you roll for this. You will pray.
Willow,
Hmm?
Willow kind of. I think I have a little bit of something. I don't have a full thing, but I have a
Sure.
little bit. Willow kind of wakes up and like goes into like a meditative position, with his wings kind of around him to block out noise. And he's kind of like, I've lost a lot of things. I've lost important people in my life. I'd prefer not to lose him too. So whatever you can do, I would like him to be looked after and protected if possible. As he kind of fiddles with the wedding ring on his
Yeah.
finger.
You will not have a similar experience to Enli. I'm not gonna make you roll. There is a feeling in the air. Maybe there are candles lit wherever you are that are snuffed out. And I think you are faced with a touch of... Did you draw on my fucking map? I cannot believe you. Well, I'm gonna continue.
Breakfast.
I'm gonna continue. You are faced with this sort of what's it called? This feeling of confliction. The mother has offered you into her family, and you have kindly accepted. But there is a problem. Because the giants and the dragons have always been terribly opposed with one another.
And I've killed many dragons. And so is Lee.
Yeah. I actually lied. I think I do want you to roll something. Can you roll me a persuasion check?
Oh god!
This isn't your strong suit, but you're asking someone to do something and they inherently don't want to do it. So I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's go. Hey.
It's not bad. 13. With a 13, you will feel that confliction remain and linger. But there is a worry in your voice, and there is the sort of reminder of family. And whatever entity hears you, you get the feeling that they are heeding and following through.
What do you mean?
As in, you have requested that he remain safe. They will do their best. But there is an uneasiness to this.
Willow just says thank you under his breath.
And I think that will be that for you, unless you had something else.
He just kind of sits there in his, to put it kind of weirdly, his wing cocoon.
Yeah.
Until he's like, kind of checked on. He's just kind of fiddling with his, not his wedding ring, but the other wedding ring that belonged to his wife.
Absolutely. Did anybody else want to do anything?
Didn't have anything in mind.
Alrighty. In that case, there will be you will all wake up in the morning. Nadar will probably be very a little grumpy in the morning, given the failure of the previous night.
Small ass needles, fucking bullshit, motherfucking shit.
Are you good?
Fucking small ass needles, fucking stab myself, fucking.
Are you? You know what? I'm gonna let you just sulk. I'm gonna just let you be angry. When you're not angry, I will talk to you.
Still actively trying to sew. He's trying to sew really hard. Fucking ow, shit.
Like practicing, just like
Willow.
He just found a scrap of cloth and he's like, fuck, shit, ow.
Willow
Well,
like
you're using the wrong
Willow's
needle, that's why.
What's Willow doing?
Willow's like, do you need some help? And then he gets like an angry glare, and he's like, okay, never. I'm just trying to help. Never mind.
All of you will sort of head out to eat breakfast. There is a little bit of food provided by the Weaver clan. But before I get to that,
Somebody say breakfast?
breakfast. Enli,
Breakfast.
how do you, if at all, present yourself? How do you come out? This is a very big thing that's happened, and I think I want to leave up to you whether or not
He's finally
shows up.
coming out.
It is still within your grasp to do like the illusion thing to make it sure that nobody sees it if you don't want them to, but
I think Enli wakes up and he just goes, "Oh, that's a weird dream." And like goes to like I don't know, like scratches like nose or something like that. Accidentally moves his new like much larger and more articulated wings. And then just screams at the top of his lungs.
I can just imagine the whole clan stopping for a moment to look at the direction of where Enli's staying at.
Absolutely. And when you do that, Enli, you'll kind of look around and you will see Troll Carl in the tent.
Troll Carl, just in your tent,
Yeah.
watching you sleep.
He's just there.
Out of here, freak!
He'll kind of pause. He didn't even really consider that. And he'll say,
What, you like to watch fairies sleep? What, is it a thing for you? Get out of here.
all
Get
right.
him, get him.
He will look. He'll just kind of look a little irritated and be like, "Very." well,
Enli
this
is Enli's like wearing like his regular clothes, covers himself up with the wings.
He will say, "Well, I'll see myself out. I'm glad to see that it worked." He will just.
I think Enli at this point has processed the wings, and just like looks at like they're much more articulated than his old wings. 'Cause his old wings were like dragonfly wings, which kind of only moved like very stiffly, and now there's like joints that he's never had. So he's just like moving them around and like looking at him. Stumbles out of the tent, getting used to the weight of the wings. Just probably everyone's like looking over in that direction because he screamed. Just goes, "It's fine. This is normal, I think."
And like people just kind of like, do they see the wings? Like the passerbys?
I think Enli forgot to do his illusion, and so like where everyone had seen like just a gray cloaked like 5-foot nondescript person the day before, they're now seeing like a 2.5 foot tall like dude with just dragon wings. He's like 2.5 feet tall. 2.5, 3 feet tall.
Okay, that's okay.
You could yeet that
Somewhere around
motherfucker.
there.
He's a little guy.
He's very small.
Motherfucker.
People kind of like look around and there's like some light murmurings, and Non, you will pretty quickly catch someone being like, "Did you bring? Who is that?" Dude, who is that person?
Are they whispering to her?
Yeah.
I was like, they look, that's the same person. That's the. I was caught off guard the first time.
All right. Okay. All right. And they will walk around and spread that word. And yeah, all of you will sort of, I guess, gather up for breakfast. Enlil, are you making any effort to hide them or doing anything specific?
No, I think he's just like, he's like, I've already fully stumbled out of my tent. Like, there's no hiding this at this point. So he's just like walking around, and yeah, he's just like, he keeps like, almost like a dog chasing its tail. Like, they just keep turning to like look at them, and like spinning in circles a little bit. But yeah, so they just, yeah.
He is big height. Oh my gosh.
Willow will also copy them.
Absolutely. You all will be able to eat a light breakfast. Anything that doesn't fill you up, you have enough food for yourselves to take care of. Or maybe you just eat your food because you don't want to take more food from these folks.
I don't know. I'm kind of rude.
Nan's just gonna eat the food that the party has.
Yeah.
So will Willow. Willow's not whatever.
Yeah. And after some time, how have I forgotten her name? I literally made it up. Brano will come up to you five, and will look to you, Nan, and say, "It is lovely to see that you all are awake. So when it comes to finding this creature, there was a ridge somewhere north of here, northwest, more north than west. You're quite good with directions, Nan. I imagine you could find it. It's managed to evade our grasps pretty frequently. It is quite the hefty thing. I would recommend a trap of some kind. And Willow, you remember that ridge? You saw it.
Oh, it's the cave
With the frozen waterfall.
Oh.
Yeah.
Willow says, "Oh, I saw that earlier when I was looking for something."
Oh.
I'm on my shit today.
Ah, lovely. Well, that will be good. That means it'll be even easier to find. Let's see. She will sort of reach into one of her pockets and pull out a, what appears to be like this weird wooden, like, makeshift device of some kind. And she will say, "We have put some special little smoke catchers in here, so when you have dispatched the beast, make sure to send this into the sky to get our attention. That way we can come by and help you take it back. I don't expect you all to drag a mammoth back to town."
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. Of course.
Probably
Very well.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright.
Is there anything else any of you wanted to do in the camp before you begin to head out?
Enlil's just in the air, like swooping, diving, flying. I think like it's not only just like reveling and being able to fly again, but like getting used to like extremely different wings. I think we're Enlil used to like dragonfly wings, just like they're going real fast, you know, like they're kind of just up and down, kind of back and forth a little bit. These are like big, membraney, like cool big ass wings, and he's just like getting used to the sheer power behind them,
Yeah.
and being able to like glide on them a little bit. And it's just like training wheels tutorial mode in the sky, like 10 feet off the ground, not going too high, in case he falls.
Are you?
I imagine that they can't like hover in place anymore, like a
Oh, that's
dragonfly
true.
would be able to.
You would have to.
No,
like,
I could probably
bat them.
bob in place,
Yeah.
but
Did you take the flight blessing, or did you go for, what was it? Natural armor and something else. I'm trying to remember.
who are you asking me?
Yes, you.
Yeah, I did the flight one where like I got the like the flap ability.
Yeah, wing
And
attack.
then,
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then the natural armor.
Got you. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Well, in that case, each of you will finish up your breakfast independently. You have a place to go. You know where the mammoth is. You might need to figure out a way to capture it, get ready to hunt it down. But as you set off, I think that is where we're going to end our session for today.
No.
I know.
Woo!
We win, guys. We win.
You win. You win these.
We won.
Wow, imagine killing off my brother just 6 Yodas.
He's not dead, yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, don't say that. No, he has.
God,
something
imagine having
protecting
people
him.
connected to your character that Dust could kill for lore. Crazy.
What do you mean by that?
Lizzie.
I mean, you could kill somebody. You could kill off like Nadar's teacher, but he wouldn't find out about it for a really long time.
Yeah, we'll do it at the end of the campaign. Just like, oh, by the way, he's dead.
I always
And Nadar would
worry.
still not know until he got back home.
I always worry about Dust, like in Rising Winds. Dust, or I'll wait a second.
Yeah, all good.
I'll wait for Dust to do his ending thing.
Oh, that's right. We're ending. Thank you guys for coming by. Thank you guys for watching and playing. I love you all. We'll be back
Bye, chat.
next week. I'm gonna raid John.
Bye.
Which seems a bit counterproductive, but that's okay. So thank you guys. We will see you next
Hey,
week.
Lizzie.
Wow.
Ah.
Lizzie.
Yeah, I always worry